The Shaka sign is a symbol for all people, but I love the fact that its birth is here in Hawaii.
A symbol of aloha born right here in the islands, the Shaka has grown in popularity across the world now. And there's a new documentary that explores the history of this sign. And joining us live in studio, we're so excited today, is the producer and the writer of the documentary, Shaka, A Story of Aloha, Steve Sue. Thank you so much for being here today.
Hey, aloha, Mika. How's it?
So first off, you got to tell us more about this documentary. What can we expect and what went into making it?
Well, you can expect a feature-length documentary summer of next year. We are just finishing up principal photography, and we're really stoked that all the shots came out great. You can expect the origin of the story, the meanings, many meanings. Actually, there's many origins, so we're actually trying to tell multiple origin stories and letting the audience decide for themselves what is the actual story. But more importantly, what does the Shaka mean to the world? How do we use it to share aloha, connect, unite, bring hope, all those good things.
So tell us a little bit about what went into making this documentary. I mean, how did you explore the history of this iconic symbol?
We started with archives. BYU Hawaii has been super helpful in this process. Of course, Mormons have some of the best archives in the world, and they had wonderful content on parts of this story. So we started there, and then we kind of branched out from there. It became a quest. We went all over the islands, interviewed dozens of people, heard many different versions of the story, and ultimately, we just had to hunker down all through COVID and interview kupuna. Not an easy thing to do during a pandemic, but we stuck to it. It's been 3 years, and now we're just moving on to the editing phase.
Wow, what a long process, but it seems like it's so worth it because this looks like such an amazing documentary. So tell us, what stage are you folks at now in production, and also when can we expect to see it out?
Yeah, so we're just entering, as I said, edit phase, but part of that is doing all of the music. So Henry Kapono is our music director. He's doing 5 original songs for this film, as well as an original soundtrack. So you can imagine there's a significant amount of studio time to be done. We're just going into the newly reconstructed island soundstage over at Hawaii Kai. So we're really excited to be one of the first productions back into that studio. It's a fantabulous facility, and from there it's just a lot of editing, color corrections, sound effects. It's kind of a litany of things like that and animation, and but we do have just some really epic shots that we're excited to bring to the world.
Yeah, we're seeing a little glimpse of them now. And real quick before we wrap up, you also could use some community help with funding, right, for post-production?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are in the throes of final funding on this picture. We need what's called a finishing fund. We've raised $375,000 to date of a $500,000 budget, so that's good. We're over the hump, but we still need some money to do all the effects, as I mentioned. And we have actually these really fun, I think this is the coolest donation jar ever. And so retailers are starting to put these into shops during the Christmas season. It's simple as like giving away stickers and asking for a few donations to fund this picture. This is a way that Hawaii can join together to share aloha with the world.
There we go. You can see that is an adorable donation jar, the best I've ever seen. And real quick, where can we catch this when it comes out?
Well, projectshaka.com is the place where you're going to want to find all the information about free stickers. We have a Hawaii license plate coming out. We've got a Shaka monument being put together for Waikiki. And of course, the film itself, you can see the trailer there, projectshaka.com. And summer 2023, you can see it.
We cannot wait. Steve Sue, producer and writer of Shaka, A Story of Aloha. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.